Hi, it's Bubble Chew Tea. It's been a year and a month since I moved into my apartment. I've been living here since the 1st of October last year. I've been wanting to film the long-awaited apartment tour for so long, and it's finally happening. I've been waiting for so long because I haven't feel like everything's finished yet before I put it up on YouTube for everyone to see. I feel like there's something missing when it comes to decorating and that it didn't look quite as I had imagined. I guess it's because I easily compare myself to others and I want to live up to the goals I've set up in my mind, but I realized that it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm also really inspired by other people who have like a pastel kawaii room or apartments, whatever. Right now I'm very satisfied and proud of how my apartment looks. I've collected a lot of pastel colored stuff and also brought some things from my parents' home, and I've revamped and painted some more furniture myself. I've also found many things secondhand for pretty cheap prices. Everyone who has come over to my place say that it screams Sandra over the place, and I agree, it screams very much me. I am definitely not rich. I've recently started studying, so now I'm a poor graphic design student. So I haven't had the money to spend on too much stuff at once, but I'm very lucky that my parents have been helping me with some finances and furniture to my apartment. I filmed this video of how it looked like when I first moved in, and the first thing I noticed is that the floor in the hallway looks pretty nice. I also have a few cabinets and shelves for storage in the hallway, which is good. My apartment is pretty big for a one-room apartment. It's 42 square meters. I thought it looked so big when I first got here. Of course it looked bigger because there were no furniture in here, and I was so excited to start furnishing and decorating. I think it's a special kind of feeling when you get your first own apartment. I'm also gonna list some things from my apartment in the description, so check the description if you're interested in anything, and I'll maybe have a link for it. So this is how it looks like now when you enter my apartment. I have a pretty basic doormat. I initially wanted a doormat in pink or something, but in the end I got a black one. On the cabinets to the right, I have put up a hanger for some bags. I'm thinking of getting more hooks for this door so I could place some more bags on it, but for now I just have this one. I like to take advantage of every door I have so I can hang stuff on them, and I think it's a great advice if you're wondering where to store things like accessories and bags. Get hooks on your doors. So on the inside of the cabinet, I have one nail with a smaller bag on, and the rest are self-adhesive hooks for my fanny packs and some of the smaller bags. On the top shelf I have some thinner jackets and hoodies I don't use that often, and on the clothing rack I have a few bags and jackets hanging. On the floor I have placed some of my shoes. Okay, so here you can see that I have got a little shoe rack. I honestly need more of these because I have so many shoes and I don't know where to place them. On the clothing rack I have my jackets that I use most of the time. Since it's winter now, I have winter jackets here. And to the right I have this really convenient storage thing from IKEA called SKUBB. You just hang it on any clothing rack and ta-da! You get more storage. On the other side of the cabinet, I also have two hooks where I have some bags displayed. Up here I don't have that much stuff, but I have this fairy light string which I occasionally turn on if I want my hallway to look more cozy. On the door to my bathroom I have this poster, and on the door handle I have a little badge with the Esther bunny and it says "Do not disturb." I got it with an order from Lazy Oath from the Est Loves You collection. The bathroom is the room I spend the least amount of time in, I would say. The style of the bathroom is pretty old and outdated. You can tell from the toilets and the mirror here. That's something I cannot change myself, so I just gotta work with what I have. On the mirror I put a Pasheen plushie, this flower decoration and some stickers because I wanted to make it look as cute as possible. And here I have this adorable Flamingo toothbrush holder. I found it on Wish and I had to order it right away. On the sink I have this My Melody mug I bought in Japan, and the plant is a fake plant. The mirror also has some small drawers you can store things in, and in the one to the right I have my circle lenses. I've read somewhere that you shouldn't store your lenses in your bathroom, but I've never noticed anything bad, so I do it anyway. To the left, I put up these self-adhesive hangers for accessories. I bought them from AliExpress. I figured I'd use this wall because I needed a place like this where I could hang things like necklaces and earrings. It's very practical because they're all hanging on their own, and I think it looks pretty cute as interior too. On this shelf I also have a little thing for more accessories. And I also have makeup wipes, hair dye bottles and some small towels here. In these boxes I have some of my skincare and just some other random things. I think this space is meant for a washing machine, but I don't have my own washing machine, so I bought this IKEA KALLAX shelf instead. These are also fake plants. Actually, the only fake plants I have are in my bathroom. I also have some more skincare on this shelf, and in the white boxes I have towels and toilet paper rolls and stuff. Now we have entered my kitchen. I am pretty lucky that my kitchen is so big because most one-room apartments have way smaller kitchens and sometimes only a kitchenette. The plant stool is from my boyfriend's grandma's old house. It was originally dark brown, but I painted it pastel colors to match my style, and I think it looks pretty vintage. The shelf was already attached when I arrived here, as you could see in the before video. On the shelf I put up some Pokemon plushies on display. The small Sylveon, Pikachu, Clefairy and Squirtle you see I've actually crocheted myself. I had a period a few years ago when I loved crocheting. And below the shelf I put up some small pictures I've gotten with different online orders. This is actually a Christmas tree decoration. I put it up here last Christmas, but I thought it looked so cute, so I haven't taken it down yet. Here's my sink counter, and my toaster and kettle is from Lidl. I bought them before I even had this apartment because they're pastel colors. Of course I had to get them. If you're wondering what these hooks are, then yes, they're also self-adhesive. You're gonna notice that I have a lot of self-adhesive hooks in my apartment. This is how it looks like inside some of my kitchen cabinets. Nothing interesting really, I just have mugs, bowls, and different sized plates here. Most of them are pastel colors, of course. On the other side of the counter, I have a tea box, which I painted pink myself, a box for coffee, and a coffee maker. I drink coffee every single day, but I usually don't use this coffee maker because I make my coffee in a French coffee press instead, because it just tastes so much fuller and better. The microwave you just saw, I bought secondhand for 5 or 10 euros. It's definitely not the best, but it heats up my food and that's the only thing I require. Here's my dining table. I knew I wanted a round table and I'm so glad I found both the table and the chairs secondhand for really cheap, because dining furniture is so expensive. I painted the chairs myself. I filmed this during Halloween, so that's why I have this Halloween decoration hanging over my curtains. It doesn't really fit in with all of my other pastel colored decorations, but I'll probably take it down soon. The color theme of my kitchen is pink and mint green, if you haven't noticed already. I think that's such a cute combo. This alpaca or llama flower pot I bought at Tesco when I was in the UK. I was worried it would get crushed on the plane back home, but it managed to stay intact. This is my sewing corner. I love that I can have a little corner to do sewing and other creative things. My dad helped me put up this shelf, and in there I have all kind of things like ribbons, patches, needles, pilers, stickers, pens, yeah, you name it. And then I have my lovely sewing machine and serger. I've kawaii-fied them with stickers because I love putting stickers on things. It's been a while since I've sewed a clothing item from scratch because I've been so busy with school lately. Here I have 2 large boxes for clothing fabrics. This chair is originally from IKEA, but I bought it secondhand. I checked IKEA's website and I think they've discontinued this product, or at least the pink version. They have similar ones, but not the exact same. Here I have a little to-do list, and I also write up my photo ideas for Instagram. Here's the room you've all probably been waiting for. I saved the best for last. So this is my living room combined with bedroom, or whatever you should call it. Closest to the window I have my couch, coffee table, TV and stuff. And the shelf is an IKEA KALLAX shelf that I brought from my room at my parents' home. I used to have it standing, but I figured out it worked perfectly as a TV stand too. I'm not gonna go through everything in the shelf, but in these 2 boxes I store my wigs. On top of the shelf I have 2 plants, some plushies, my TV and soundbar. And here I've put up this shelf, which is also from IKEA, but I bought it secondhand. Almost all of my furniture is either from IKEA or secondhand. The anime figure here is Amelia from ReZero. I won her at an arcade hall in Tokyo. It's my only anime figure, so she's very precious to me. This flower string actually has lights inside them you can turn on, but I never really turn on the lights. Here's my plant shelf. I love green plants so much. I'm not the best at taking care of them, but I try my best. This pink lamp is super old. I had it already when I was a little child. These pendants I've made myself, and I have a fairy light string in this window too. Here's my balcony. It doesn't look very cute. In fact, it looks pretty trashy, but I'm trash too, so that's okay. This is the wall I use when I take a lot of my Instagram photos, but now I can't use it that much because it's winter, and that means it gets dark outside really fast. On my couch, I have pillows, fluffy blankets, and a lot of plushies. The Alpacaso plushies are my absolute favorite ones. Can you guess where my coffee table is from? Yes, it's also from IKEA. I like the open space here in that I can actually divide it into being both a living room and bedroom with this clothing rack, despite it being all in the same room. This is my bedroom area, as I like to call it. The My Melody rug is from eBay. I've had it since I moved in, and considering it was pretty cheap, the quality is pretty good. I found the mirror at a second-hand store for only 30 euros, and the original price from IKEA's website is like 100 euros, so that was a steal. But I didn't like the original dark color, so I painted it pink. I actually have a video where I paint the mirror, so check that out if you're interested. I just need to remind you that my apartment does not look this tidy and clean all the time. A lot of the time I have dishes all over my kitchen, clothes and stuff laying around everywhere, but I tidied up specifically for this video. My bed is so cozy and comfortable. It's my favorite part in my whole apartment. The fairy light strings I've ordered from Wish, and they were only like 20 euros for all of this. Here I've just displayed my Lazy Oaf bunny wreaths from the Esther Loves You collection. As on my couch, I love to have many pillows and plushies in my bed. The Iridescent tinsel curtains are from eBay, and it's 2 × 2 meters. I recommend both fairy lights and these tinsels if you want to make your room look more cozy and kawaii. I gotta show you my sequin curtain I also got from eBay. I know they're not the same length, but that's because I accidentally ordered the wrong length for one of them. But it still looks cute. Moving on to the next wall, this is a combination of self-adhesive hooks on the door and actual hangers besides the door. I like to have pretty bags on display, as I probably already said before. Let's take a look inside my closet. It's almost like a walk-in closet, but not really. On the inside of the door, I have placed a few small hooks at the top, and the storage thing is called Komplementet from IKEA. It's meant for belts, but you can honestly hang just anything on it. I mostly have pins, chokers, chains, and belts on it. I gotta show you how I store my socks because this folding hack for socks saved my life. I've tried to organize so that all my short sleeve tops are in one pile, all white and black long sleeves on the left side, and all colored long sleeve tops on the right, and above it I have thicker and knitted sweaters. Here I have some stockings and a few more accessories. I also store some of my camera equipment inside this closet, but I temporarily removed a few of them for the sake of this video. On the right side of the closet is a clothing rack where I have packed all kinds of dresses, overalls, pinafores and skirts. This is my rainbow makeup vanity, and just like the plant stool, it is also from my boyfriend's grandma's old house. I almost feel like everything I've painted has originally been dark brown, including this desk, and I have a video on my channel where I paint the desk too. The pink gaming chair I got sponsored from a brand called Autofull. What's so special is that obviously it's pink, but it has bunny ears and a little bunny tail. It also came with a mat you can have under the chair. On the desk, I've displayed this small see-through drawer where I store different kinds of glitters and stickers I sometimes use for makeup looks. The lamps on the side are called Musik or Music from IKEA. The mirror I've actually found at the second-hand store for only a few euros. I've attached it to the wall with double-sided tape. On the left side of the mirror I put up a few Polaroid photos and this Pocky and Hello Panda boxes. If I'm not wrong, this small mirror is from IKEA as well, but I've glued the flowers onto the sides of it myself. When I'm not doing my makeup here, I also use this desk for my laptop. In the largest drawer, I have all kinds of accessories like hairpins, scrunchies, sunglasses, bracelets, and so on. In the top drawer, I have my base makeup products like primers, foundation, beauty blenders, powders, highlighters. In the next drawer, I mostly have eye products like eyeshadow palettes, liquid eyeshadows, eyeliners, blushes, and so on. And here I have lip products, a few more eyeshadow palettes, and false lashes. The two remaining drawers are just for random things like hairpins and a few small bags and stuff. And that's everything I have to show you in my apartment, basically. I'm sorry it's taken forever, but I hope you liked the video despite waiting so long. And bye bye!